The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Liadrin, it has begun. I need you with me on the wall.
lor'themar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath.
This full circle moment for her. Oh my god.
Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see? She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through... I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength. I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you, help us. Sunwell will not fall!
Not while we draw breath.
Oh, she looks so good! Okay, wait, hold on, Valtois? My love! Just this frame alone, like... What the Okay.
The light flickers, and in its trembling glow, you still cling to hope.
How's the player housing?
How quaint.
Oh my god!
Shadow is closing in. It hungers to devour.
Look at that model! Look at that model update! Ah!
Our home, our kin, our hope. We cannot succumb to fear. We must not falter. There will be no victory without suffering. No survival without sacrifice. You feel it, don't you? The call of the void. A devouring host. With no mercy. No equal. Come, little lights, and be extinguished. The darkest night falls upon us. But if we stand together, the dawn will come. I call upon you now. Champions of the light, defenders of Azeroth. Summon your strength, steel your hearts, because today, we fight!
Okay, the reason that I wanted to point this out, I've only mentioned it like twice, is because, so like, it probably, at least as far as the cinematic goes, is not that important to understanding what's going on, but I think if you want like a deeper sense of sort of how this is a real full circle moment for Liadrin, like I love that. I think that's one of my favorite details, is how you like see Liadrin praying, you know, so strongly in front of the Sunwell, and having that like background, that character context that, you know, she started out as a priestess. Liadrin was originally a priestess. And this is all covered in this book, actually. Like, all of this lore comes from Blood of the Highborn. And when Arthas attacked and raised Silvermoon, she basically lost her faith in the light because of everything that she witnessed. Like, there's literally a scene depicted in the book, too, about, like, a ship of kids that gets absolutely torn apart by the undead. Like, they're, like, actual children that she has to watch this happen to. And so she loses her faith in the light. She's like, it's useless. Like, how could it possibly let this happen to us? And then we have the Blood Knight stuff, which is covered in this book, and I think TBC quests. I think it got removed after, like, Sunwell Plateau, because that was the story progression. But basically, they get Mu'uru, and the Blood Knights forcibly channel through Mu'uru, and that's literally described in this page. But when the Blood Knights channel the light through Mu'uru, the problem is it makes them feel extreme pain, like literally is described here in the last paragraph. And part of the last part of this story talks about how a lot of the Blood Knights, the paladins, literally went insane. They lost their minds because every time they channeled the light, they would hear screaming and they would feel pain. And Liadrin literally has to, like, decapitate, like, her best friend because he just completely lost it and went feral and attacked her. And then we get, you know, the Sunwell Plateau raid, where they're able to restore the Sunwell and sort of come back around. And then, like, Liadrin's faith in the light, you know, it's no longer just a tool. She has gone back to firmly, you know, believing in it, believing in its power, believing in that faith. And so I'm like, look, you don't need to know this to understand what happened in the cinematic, but if you understand that context of her history, to understand the sheer significance of her not only praying in front of the Sunwell, but leaving lor'themar to go back to the Sunwell, that moment where she's like, I don't feel worthy because of literally everything she's gone through, where she lost her faith. I think that's part of why she doesn't feel worthy, but she's like, we need help. And for that, like, that parallel for her to lose her faith in the light during the Third War because she felt like the light didn't come to their rescue, versus this moment during like the second sort of, I'm going to say this loosely, fall of Silvermoon, the light does actually answer her call. You know, like she doesn't lose that faith. She doesn't cast it aside. She puts full trust in it in this moment. And I just think that's like, that is such a big thing to me. Like my biggest takeaway from that cinematic more than anything else is like Liadrin's point of view there and what's going on with that. Like that is just such an intense feeling to understand everything she's had to go through to get to this point where she completely puts all of her faith on the light. Like the light will save us. You know, it's not just a tool, not something we force to do our bidding. And like, I guess it depends where you're at. Like if you're like, ew, the light, this whole servants of the light thing, gross, that may not resonate with you. You may not like that. But like, just for her character arc specifically, I love that.